Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I am Heather with Rose Hill Paper Cottage, and this is my design team project for Ruby and Pearl XO. Today I'm sharing how I created all of these pretty pieces using a collage sheet from her Flora collection. I absolutely love how they turned out. I just think they're so beautiful. And all of her kits, well, for the most part, have a collage sheet in them, like this, where she's taken a lot of the images that are in the kit and then she has layered them together for a collage sheet. Collage sheets are fantastic to use because basically all the work is kind of done for you. Everything is layered, all of the colors are coordinated, the patterns, the pretty script, and I just think it's a simple way to create a bunch of things at the same time. And this page just really spoke to me. I just thought it was so beautiful. All of the florals. I love it. I love all the coloring as well. And I don't have a project yet in mind for this, but I feel like along the way somewhere, it's going to spark some more, creativity. So this is actually printed on plain A4 paper because I live in the UK now, and so they use A4 here. But I actually printed on the linen paper for the texture because I can't find it here. So I ordered that from the US and it's a smaller size. So it's just something to kind of keep in mind when you're printing, but you can just change your settings to adapt to the pages. My printer settings allows for A4 size and letter size. So I printed in letter size. This is in A4 size, and then I clicked the fit to frame and then it fits the whole image in. But it kind of doesn't matter sometimes when you're working with collage pages if you actually have that full image in, because, you're going to be like tearing it all apart and everything like that. So, sometimes it wouldn't matter. But if it does matter to you and those borders matter and you happen to be using A4 paper, then, you may want to, click that fit to frame or figure out your settings in your printer. So the first thing I do is I take a look at my images and how I just kind of want to tear them apart. And I just used a ruler and just kind of, tore it. And I'll walk you through it all. I'll walk you through each tag so you can see exactly how I did it. So I'm going to kind of just, figure out each tag here and then come back and show you how I've laid them out on that sheet. But some supplies that I actually used when I created this was some Sari, some satin ribbon, packaging paper, that's the brown. I did use like an old envelope, and like some paper clips, but that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot of other things that I used there. So here you can see all the tags laid out exactly how I kind of trimmed them by the images that are on the front. And I think like for visual learners, this is like kind of cool to see it this way. And what was going through my mind of how I kind of wanted to cut it. But the collage sheet itself pretty much guided that. So I thought having the collage sheet here would kind of help as I talk about each tag. So here's the first one here. And you can see that's the image that I used. And then I just added some packaging paper on the back. And then I also incorporated some handmade paper, and then I embossed some of that packaging paper on the front as well. So there's both the embossed images. And packaging paper is just great. It has a great weight to it. And it really is just good, to use for layering, tags and journal cards and stuff without adding too much bulk. And then I added the really pretty satin ribbon, a little bit of tape, a whole reinforcement, and like that's about it. I did age, some stuff using some inks and things, but you've seen me do that in other videos. So I use a little bit of that lower part there, but then you're gonna see where right below the writing and a little bit of that writing, like where I'm showing, keep that part in mind because I'm going to show you how I used it. I mean, I used every piece on this. I didn't let anything go to waste. So here is this one here. And all I did was just layer an old envelope on the back. I had embossed, part of the flap, used some, of my age tape, which I have a video on, if you want to take a look, but there's videos out there. And then I just, layered the image on front, added a little bit of Sari. I didn't even tie it. I just kind of stuck it under the paper clip there. And then you'll see I have these tickets and I just aged it a bit. And this piece actually comes off once I get the paper clip off. And it just opens up just like kind of like a little hidden spot. I just thought that was a really cute addition to this, piece here. So I just love it. And you can see a little bit more age tape. There we go. I know sometimes, when you film, you don't know if it picks it up, but it did pick up that little bit of shine there. So the next one is the swan holding the rose. And I just love this image. I think it's really, really pretty. And I added my embossed handmade paper across the top and then to the back. And I didn't actually adhere it to the back so that it could be a pocket and I could stick something in there if I want to. I had originally left the front as a pocket, but I didn't like the way that it bulked out. So maybe if I would have used, a different material or something like that, it might have looked better. But I went ahead and glued that front part down, although it looks like, it might not be. And then I just added, some age tape there, and then I just twisted the Sari onto the old paper clip. So really simple, and just some brown packaging paper. And this is the next one here. So I really did, this is probably the most minimal of anything that I did because, it's already kind of like collage there. I just added tape, brown packaging paper, this really pretty like satin ribbon, and then this clip, it's an owl clip. And you can get those on Amazon, and I just rusted them, and they look old because they're like the old-fashioned kind. I think they're a little thicker than the old-fashioned ones, but they're very, very similar to the ones they used a long time ago. But so that one's like the most simple one, and it just turned out so pretty. I absolutely love that one. And then here is the final one. So you can see the rose at the bottom there. And I embossed some packaging paper and I layered the rose over it. And then I, bent it around the back. Well, I love how the color, it just goes so well with the packaging paper. So you see that little piece that I told you to, to remind yourself about is I used it right there. And so I just folded it over and then I added the whole reinforcement on top of it and then added the pretty Sari ribbon. So how cute is that? And I believe that's a Sampool stamp. And I just pinned it on, and then that's a little pocket back there. If I choose to use it, kind of like a little secret spot. How cute is that? So cute. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope it sparks some ideas for you, gives you a little bit of inspiration to, just create and, try out these collage sheets that she has in her kit. They're so fun to work with. But anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. Otherwise, everybody have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.